Hi everyone, welcome to the video. In this video, I'll be taking you through a simple left join example. This is an example within the MySQL Workbench, which is a freely available open source software that you'll find online. You can download this from the MySQL website. So we have the Sakila schema here. Within this, we have many tables. We also have the world schema here. For this example, I'll be using the Sakila schema. Within this, there are a couple of tables. One is the film table, and the second one is the film actor table. Let's have a look at the contents of these two tables. So the film table basically contains data of each film by film ID, the name of the film, a brief description, the release year, the rental rate of the DVD rental. So this was in 2006. So at that time, I don't believe there was Netflix at that time, or maybe it was at its infancy stage. So people used to rent a lot of DVDs. So this is the rate of the DVDs for each of these films. So as you can see, the film ID here is a primary key, or you can say the unique identifier to identify the films in this particular table. The film actor table will basically tell you the actors that have acted in each of the films. So it doesn't give you the name of the actors, but it does provide you with the actor ID. So as you can see, the actor ID isn't unique. You can have multiple actors act in a film, or vice versa. You can have multiple films or an actor act in multiple films, or one film having multiple actors. So either way, this table will not be unique by either of the actor ID or the film ID. However, actor ID and film ID taken together will form a unique combination. So having said that, let's try to formulate a problem here which will enable us to use the left join. The problem here is we want to count the number of actors that have acted in each of the films that are listed within this film table. So we've already had a look at the film table. Now what we want to do is find all the actors, the count of the actors that have acted in each of the tables by joining these two tables together. So let's start off writing this query. Remember, it's always a good practice rather to have all your select statements, from statements, where statements in a separate line. So that's why I just segregated this into different lines. Let's give this particular table an alias. Let's call it as F. So I'm just giving this a table alias. Let's do a left join on this particular table that we already have. So I'm not going to type the table name again. Let's give this a table alias as FA, as I don't want to, use this table name again in its entirety. I'll just use a table alias FA if I want to reference this table anywhere in my query. We want to join this on the film ID. So we join the film table with the film actor table on film ID. Film ID is the primary key for the film table, and it's a foreign key over here. As I mentioned, that it's not a primary key in the FA table. Film ID plus actor ID will form the primary key for the FA table, but currently film ID forms the foreign key for the F table over here. So once we've done this, our aim, like I said, is to count the number of actors who've acted in a particular film. So what we'll do here is we'll use the group by functionality here. We'll group by the film ID. I'm using F here instead of FA because I want to have, I do not want to eliminate any film within the film table. So I'll use the F table here, or the film table here. And once we've grouped it, we obviously want to have a look at what's the film ID, and then the operation that we want to perform, or the aggregate function that we have to use to perform that operation. So the aggregate function that we'll have to use would be the count function. So we'll count the number of actors who've acted in that film. So the actor ID would be in the FA table. So we'll use fa.actor_ID. So it gives me a drop down here to select actor ID. So I'll simply press tab. You give this a column alias as, and let's say we also want to see the name of the film here. So we already have the film ID here. Let's say we also want to see say the name of the film. So we'll have the F title over here. Now, since we've also wanted to see the name of the film here or the title of the film, we also have to put this in our group by function. So we'll use f.title over here and just remove this comma over here. It'll give me an error, and I think we should be good to go. So as you can see here, now we have grouped this by film ID. The title of the film is also there. And now we have the count of the number of actors who've acted in each of the films here. If we want to check the movies in which the maximum number of actors have acted or more number of actors have acted, say the top 10 films with the most number of actors, say we'll order by, we'll basically order it by the same expression that we've used over here. So count of fa.actor ID. And since we want the top 10, we'll use a DESC, which is a keyword for descending. So this will order it by descending order of number of actors. And then we want just the top 10 here. So we just use a limit 10. We run this and we can find the top 10 films which have the maximum number of actors who've acted in them. So that's an example, simple example of a left join. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.